be automating Google with Puppeteer and JavaScript. So let's get started. To get started, open VS Code, open a terminal, and we're going to run npm init-y for the default settings to start a new project. And we're going to let that run, hopefully. There we go. That creates our package.json, and now we're going to run npm I for install --save Puppeteer. Puppeteer, and that's going to install Puppeteer, and then it's going to download Chromium for us. So, and that will take just a minute to do. Alright, perfect. Once Chromium and Puppeteer are installed, then we're going to create a new file called index.js, and there's no separate install for Chromium. It installs with Puppeteer. At the top of the index file, we're going to do const Puppeteer equals require Puppeteer. Perfect. And then we're going to write a main function main. And inside of that main function, we're going to have one function that will run, which is automate search, because that's the goal of today. Automate search. All right. Underneath there, we're going to need to create the automate search function, and this is actually going to be an asynchronous function. So async out front, function, automate search. There it is. And inside of this function, we're going to use some of the Puppeteer functionality. So const browser, okay, to get us a new browser, equals await Puppeteer.launch, and await just means, hey, this thing's going to take some time, wait for it to be done before you go to the next thing. So const browser equals await Puppeteer.launch, and this takes one argument. It's an object. The key is headless, and the value is either going to be true or false. It's true if you want it to run in the background and not launch the browser for the user to see. It just does it automatically in the background. In our case, we want to see this automation taking place, so it's going to be false. We want it to not be headless. We want to be able to actually see the browser launching. Underneath there, we're going to do const page to create a new page in the browser equals await browser, there we go, dot new page. It's as easy as that. Const page equals await browser dot new page. If we save it with just those two lines of code, and we actually have to run this main function down below. So with just those 2 or 3 lines of code, we should be able to run node index.js, and it will launch Chrome for us. Chromium, hopefully. Give it a second. Takes a little longer running for the first time. Notice I didn't have to click on anything, it just opened it for us. And there it is. Our new Chromium browser. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, now we can kind of change the size of the browser, right? So to do that, we can do await page.set viewport width, and I'm just choosing arbitrary values here. You can choose what you'd like, 1288, and height to be 800. Oops, there we go. Okay, and that just kind of changes the visuals for us. Await page.goto is the next thing. So what page do we want to go to in the browser? We want to go to Google because we're automating a Google search. So https://google.com. And with just that code, it should launch the browser and automatically go to Google. Let's try it. Perfect. It opened the browser and it took us to Google. Close the browser. And there's also page.close at the end, or is it it's either .close or .end. You have to look at the docs if you want it to automatically close the browser, but we don't. In this case, we want to open the browser and see it being automated, right? So then what's the next goal? We want to automate the search. So we actually, let's run it one more time because we need to look for that search bar. There it goes. To inspect the page, Control-Shift-I, or you could do right-click and inspect. Alright, so we want to look at this page here, and this arrow will allow us to inspect the page. We want to find this search bar. And this search bar has a class of, it looks like GLFYF, and another class, it's also up here, of GSFI. So we're going to use that back in our code. So we're going to do await page.type. Now this is, hey, I want to type into the search bar, not a type as in a int or a string. This is, hey, page.type, I actually want to type. And it takes two arguments. The first one, takes two arguments. The first one is the selector. We need to select the search bar. How are we going to select it? In this case, with the class that we just saw. So .glfyf was the first class, and .gsfi was the second class on the search bar. And then we're going to search for something. You can search for dog or cat. Since I own a cat, I'm going to type cat. If you'd like to, by all means, type in dog. The second argument's what we're searching. So now we're going to open Google, and it's going to automatically type cat or dog, if you prefer, into the search bar. Let's give it a try. Control-C will stop the program in the terminal, and then we're going to run it again. It opens Chromium, goes to Google, types in cat. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to close it because, let's not close it yet. Let's inspect again, because now we need to actually search for it. And to do that, we have to figure out how to click on this. So back to our selector, and here is the Google search. We've selected that, the button, and it has a class of GNO89B, and it also shows it right. It did show it. Shows it right here. We're going to use that back in VS Code. This is our last step. Await page.click input. This time we're actually going to use input, and then .gn not 0, capital O 8B 89B. GN capital O 89B is the class on the input. So it should click. And now, also don't forget we're running the main function down here. So now we should go to Google, type in cat into this search bar we selected, and then click on this button that we selected. And in looks like less than 10 lines of code, we've automated a Google search. But before we get too excited, let us try it and make sure. Opens Chrome, goes to Google, types in cat, and then searches for cat. And there we go. We've automated our first Google search. Okay, now from here you can expand. You can have multiple new pages, new tabs. You can write a program that automates your workflow for you, so it automatically opens all the tabs you want in Chrome, so you don't have to manually open them every time you start your computer. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, like the video. Find me on Twitter. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. Hey everyone, I also wrote a step-by-step guide on how to go from 0 to hired in 6 months as a developer. It's totally free. It's an ebook. You can find it here at leanpub.com/webdevplaybook. Again, totally free. If you find that it's quality content and it's worth your while, you can always kind of do a donation or pay for the book, but it's totally free to download and use the whole thing. It literally takes you every step of the journey from 0 to hired. It's what I used, literally what I did every single day to teach myself to code from scratch. Every project, every link to quality content that I used is in this book. Totally free, so please check it out. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.